Astrologers not only can but must make predictions. By Ciro Discepolo from a blog from many years ago. Astral Detector, the brand new software for studying the dating of events. By Ciro Discepolo. Has a new Northwest Passage been opened in astrology? Probably yes. Perhaps I should be more absolute and remove the question mark from the sentence. However, a lifetime dedicated to research requires me to leave the expression in a problematic form. Readers, as always, will be the judges. However, before I present the results of my research, I must make a brief and necessary introduction. The great tribe of astrologers can be divided in many ways: optimists and pessimists, classicists and non-classicists, esoteric and non-esoteric, and so on, but above all into followers of predictive astrology and its opponents. The former have their fans, and so do the latter. As for me, despite knowing there are opponents on this front, I would never dream of spending even a single minute of my life speaking ill of them. To what end? They maintain that predictions cannot be made, and that astrology can at most describe a character. And why try to convince them otherwise? If they and their supporters are enthusiastic about this line of study, why fight it? To be fair, there are some colleagues, not particularly consistent, who continually and publicly intervene, even when Prody's dog breaks a nail, and then, faced with momentous events in individual or collective life, declare they don't understand what happened. But this would take us off topic to discuss inconsistency. While these few notes concern the supposed impossibility of making precise predictions in astrology, I follow the path of my great teacher, André Barbeau, who says that predictions in astrology not only can be made, but that they must be made, and I have repeated this in many of my past books. However, I repeat, I wouldn't dream of organizing crusades to speak ill of those who oppose this thesis. If my colleagues were instead to invest a great deal of their time in combating what I write in my books, on the one hand, it wouldn't surprise me, and on the other, I would feel a bit sorry for these poor wretches who clearly would have serious reasons for envy and inferiority complexes toward me if they did so. But back to us. For years, I've been working on a new software that the brilliant Stefano Briganti, a computer science graduate with exceptional potential, has made practical, creating a computer program capable of dating events according to the indications of my algorithm, Astral Detector. You'll see some examples below. The program was created on March 26, 2007, at approximately 5:45 p.m., with a dominant Jupiter in the GCF and a dominant Uranus in the GCF, which aren't bad at all. On the same day, a book of over 165 pages, written by me and Pino Valente, was finalized. It describes the method, provides numerous examples, and is also the program's instruction manual. This is the only software of ours that cannot be released as a demo version because it is not possible to limit the number of years it must perform. However, the book, graph after graph, starting with the Prodi governments, is, in my opinion, the most demo version imaginable. Below you will find the preface and some chapters of the book, as well as information on purchasing the software. You will also find the book covers and information on how to order it. I know that for lovers of predictive astrology, this will be a new gem after the Astral Technical Package and Aladdin, and I am truly happy to have achieved this result. Postscript on the date of republishing these few notes, November 2025. I know that occasionally some colleagues declare themselves to be in favor of astrological predictions, and I'm pleased because it means they've made progress. However, the claim by some that they've always been on this side of the fence is reckless, to say the least, and does a disservice to all their past publications, even just articles, in which they argued precisely the opposite.